And welcome to the Daily Space Weather. Want to know what's going on with the sun? Well, we do too, so we're going to cover it. Let's do it. First SDO imagery we're looking at here is 335 angstroms. We've got a new sunspot showing up here at quite a high latitude, meaning quite far from the equator. Otherwise, a reduction in solar activity over the past 24 hours. Let's take a look at the sudden growth of that sunspot on the colorized magnetograph. You're going to see right here. Very far from the solar equator there. And it's a great example of this solar sunspot cycle exhibiting sunspots at vastly different latitudes. So really, sunspot 2946 here is quite close to the equator. And this one is more what you would expect to see closer to the beginning of a solar cycle. That new sunspot group there, quite interesting. Having just formed in the last several hours. And that's already a beta class sunspot group, so that increases the likelihood of solar flares a little bit. Let's take a look at some more wavelengths here. Here is ionized helium and iron, great at showing filaments, and there are a lot of filaments in the earthly zone. There's a coronal mass ejection headed our way. I'm convinced of it. I think somehow NOAA missed it, so we should see a good signal. In about 2 days. So we'll actually get to that in our next video, the solar fields and features segment. 10.7 centimeter radial flux all the way down to 107. 107 solar flux units. There is the 1 year chart of it. That needs to be updated. That's actually going to be a little bit lower down about here. Oh, all the way down to 105. 105 solar flux units. I stand corrected. So right there is where that's going to be. And for you new viewers, the radio flux is the most similar data set we have to sunspot number. In other words, lots of sunspots, high radio flux. Low number of sunspots, low radio flux. No space weather storms forecasted by NOAA. I'm expecting to see one late on the 16th, early on the 17th from that coronal mass ejection strike that we talked about. Again, we'll cover that more in our fields and features segment. Let's take a look at seismicity. This is a 90-day graph, and you can see here a bit of an earthquake lull over the past 90 days. So if you're in an earthquake-prone zone, please have a plan. If a disaster should happen, know what will occur if your power goes out, etc. We saw some decent-sized quakes in Guam. They were at a 5.7 magnitude, nothing over a 6 magnitude here over the past 24. There was a 5.4 in Vanuatu. Quite a few quakes around Alaska, all fairly small in magnitude. There's a 5.4 near Armenia. So 2 5.7s at Guam. Keep in mind, folks, any earthquake can be a foreshock. So maybe those 5.7s are giving us an indication that a larger quake is going to occur around Guam. But those are the 2 largest quakes there. A decent signal there at a 5.7 magnitude. Remember, folks, earthquake droughts end in large earthquakes. We are overdue for a 7 magnitude earthquake on planet Earth. Next, looking at volcanoes of the day. I'm always wondering what's erupting. So here we go. Subanosejima is producing a 6,000-foot plume of volcanic ash, flight level 060. Over the Ryukyu Islands from Subanosejima, Manam exploding, flight level 080. 8,000-foot volcanic ash plume from Manam over Papua New Guinea. Mount Ibu, part of Indonesia, 8,000-foot ash plume from Ibu as well. Luatolo in the Lesser Sunda Islands, flight level 070 from Luatolo. Fuego, sporadic emissions of volcanic ash are a signal of a mild volcanic explosion. No idea the size of the ash plume over Guatemala from Fuego. Colombia producing some volcanic ash. Nevado del Ruiz is exploding, producing a 21,000-foot plume of volcanic ash. Sangay exploding, fertilizing Ecuador with a 20,000-foot ash plume, flight level 200. Revenador in that same nation of Ecuador, flight level 160. It's exploding, producing a 16,000-foot volcanic ash plume. Please don't pole vault the caldera. Saab and Kaya were unable to detect. Let's assume it is erupting for your safety. Now, if you've never been to smashamash.com, we've recently made some changes. And we've got our first 9 smashamash.org presents the sun videos. Basically just aesthetic videos with all kinds of close-ups, some even with music of the closest star. Smashamash.com, you can find our links there as well as links to the Smash Team. We replaced Patreon with a superior subscription services site. Just click on Smash Team if you've never done so. Smashamash.com/Smash Team. Thanks to the Smash Team, especially Gold and Silver, and Gold annual paid-up subscription levels. There's what you'll see. That's the login page. There's also a bronze level for those of you who are unwilling or unable to open your cobweb-encrusted wallet. Next, our merch site. You can find links below this video as well as on the homepage to our merch. We've put it in order of best selling, and those 2 at the bottom, they don't sell well because we only recently made them available for sale. We've got 9 new designs here, and there's been a shakeup at the top of our best-selling list. So check it out. Again, links below the video to that, as well as on the homepage, our Smasho merch, reminding you to not pole vault the caldera. And congratulations on surviving whatever you've survived to date. Make sure you watch our next 2 videos. We'll be doing a Fields and Features segment and a bonus feature. And if you haven't seen our meteorology segment, check that out. We stream them live to Twitch, twitch.tv/SmashoMash. See you soon from the Smash News Network. Least busted name in news.